What's up everyone, it's Ben from the Vinyl Jukebox, and in today's video, I'm going to review the brand new studio album from Pearl Jam, Dark Matter. Before we get started, if you haven't done so already, please be sure to leave a like and comment on this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my videos. Alright, so Dark Matter was released this past Friday, April 19th, 2024, and it's Pearl Jam's 12th studio album. It was released through Monkey Wrench Records, which, if you didn't know, is Pearl Jam's own record label, and it was also released through Republic Records. This album was produced by Andrew Watt, who, if that name sounds familiar, he also produced the last Rolling Stones album, Hackney Diamonds. He also produced the last two Ozzy Osbourne albums, the last Iggy Pop album, the last Morrissey album. Andrew Watt's really become one of my favorite producers lately because he's really been bringing these older rock acts back to form, making these albums that, you know, have signs of throwback to them. So I've been really happy with Andrew Watt's work and really excited when rock acts I like work with him. He also worked with Eddievedder on his last solo album. This album was recorded over the span of 3 weeks, and it also featured all members of the band playing in the same room together. Apparently, according to recent interviews, that hadn't been done for recording an album in a while. They've been used to recording separately, so it was really cool that they were able to come back together like they used to back in the day. So the personnel on this album: Eddievedder, of course, vocals, guitar, piano, backing vocals; Jeff Ament, bass guitar, baritone guitar; Matt Cameron, drums, percussion; Stone Gossard, guitar; Mike McCready, guitar and piano. And this album also featured Josh Klinghoffer playing some piano, keyboards, guitar, and you'd know him from his time in the Red Hot Chili Peppers, also a little bit of time touring with Jane's Addiction recently, and he was also featured on Eddie Vedder's last solo album. I think he was on the last solo tour, not too sure about that. Let me know in the comments below if you know. This is also notable because Josh Klinghoffer also got a writing credit on this album on the song Something Special. So it was really cool seeing him put his input into the album. So this album runs at 48 minutes and 21 seconds. And before going track by track, I just wanted to show the album packaging real quick. Now, I think that Pearl Jam knocked it out of the park with this album packaging. Very nice matte finish, thick album jacket. Really nicely made. We have a really cool bright gatefold there. Awesome stuff. And the back cover. And Pearl Jam never disappoints with their album packaging. If we take this out here. Now, I opted to just get the regular standard black vinyl. I'll show that first. And, you know, of course, comes in a poly inner sleeve. Always nice when bands do that. I wouldn't expect anything less from Pearl Jam. So we have the label there, just with the track listing, and the label on the other side, featuring some of that album artwork. Really cool stuff. So also included with the album was this sticker sheet. Now, this is really cool. These are like alternate album labels that I guess you could put on the album. I won't be doing that. I'll be keeping these on the sticker sheet, but really nice touch by the band. And we also have the PJ Pearl Jam sticker on there, of course. And we also get a really nicely done booklet for this record. And just flipping through a little bit, we have a song listing. We have pictures of the band. Now, these pictures are a little bit blurry, but you could still tell who each member of the band is. And of course, we have lyrics, but just really nicely done. A lot of stuff's been said online about the smell of this record. It smells brand new, of the album packaging, and I do have to agree with that. Definitely take a whiff when you open this up. But just really nice packaging. You don't see a lot of the time booklets included with the albums. You see a lot of bands are making posters out of the lyric sheets, or just including it as one little sheet. So really cool that Pearl Jam decided to include this booklet. The album was a little pricey. I think I paid around $39.99 for it or so. So, you know, it was nice that they included all that in order to justify the price. So going through all the tracks here, the album starts off with the song Scared of Fear, which starts off with some ambient sounds, then turns into a nice fast-paced rocker. You really can tell from the first chords that are hit from the guitar that this is going to be that classic Pearl Jam sound, classic Pearl Jam album. Next up, song number 2, React Respond. Really a throwback Pearl Jam song, fast guitar driven track, a killer guitar solo in it as well, but really get a feel of that old Pearl Jam sound. I love that track. Track number 3, Wreckage. This was the third single from the album. Very 90s-esque slow tune from Pearl Jam. Like I said, very characteristic of what you'd expect from them from the 90s. The fourth track, Dark Matter. This was the first single, the title track, and it was really the song that got everybody really excited for the album. I don't know how many times I've played this song over the past few months, and most notably, it was very heavy for them, very much heavier than they've sounded in years. So I was very excited to hear the album just from the first song. Track number 5, Won't Tell. Slowing it down again, this is more of a mid-tempo rocker, poppy chorus. Track number 6, Upper Hand. Very ambient start again. Pearl Jam, it seems, was playing around with those sounds. But it turns into a slower ballad, acoustic, electric kind of song. Track number 7, Waiting for Stevie. I keep hearing a lot about this song online as very reminiscent of Temple of the Dog, and I do have to agree. One of the catchiest songs on the album. Long, killer guitar solo. I love that track. Next up, track number 8, Running, probably my favorite song on the album. Very fast-paced rocker of a song, heavy guitar, Eddie's vocals sounding as good as ever, honestly, and truly a 90s throwback to that song. Track number 9, Something Special. This is, again, moving, easing up on the tempo a little bit. This is more of a mid-tempo poppy song with a groove. One of my favorites, though. I have to say this track really grew on me. And like I said earlier, this is the track that Josh Klinghoffer has a co-write on. So pretty interesting there. Track number 10, Gotta Give. Another 90s sounding acoustic electric sound to that song. Love Eddie's lyrics on this one. And track number 11 to finish up the album, Setting Sun. This album, I have to say, honestly, was not my favorite on the album. Eddie's vocals are a little strange on this to start out with. Slow, ambient kind of sound to start off with. Tribal type drums. Again, not my favorite on the album, but I guess a nice, easy way to ease out of the album for sure. So here's my bottom line for Pearl Jam's Dark Matter. I think that this is the best studio album that Pearl Jam has come out with in recent years. I think that it is much better produced than their last studio album, Gigaton, which, to be honest, I wouldn't expect anything less from Andrew Watt working with them. I think it combines the best moments of Gigaton with the high quality production that Eddie Vedder's last solo album, Earthling, had, which was also produced by Andrew Watt. So that makes perfect sense. I think this is a great album for this phase in their career, very reminiscent of a lot of the things they were doing in the 90s. And to be honest, I think this album gets better with each time I listen to it. I think the first time I wasn't too impressed, but it's definitely grown on me as I've listened. And to be honest, I have to say this is one of my top albums of the year. So definitely check out Pearl Jam's Dark Matter if you haven't done so already. All right, everybody. Well, there you have it. That's my review of Pearl Jam's Dark Matter. And let me know in the comments below, what did you think of this album? Have you heard it? Did you agree with me? Do you disagree? I'd love to have that conversation in the comments below. All right, everybody, before we go, if you haven't done so already, please be sure to leave a like and comment on this video, subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications, share the video, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.